You disgusting sack of crap. You don't get to come in here and tell me how you interpret my book, which you also call stupid.
What is up, you heathens and demons, you sinners and saints, you blasphemous, beautiful bastards? Welcome back to The Rage. I am the Raging Atheist, and yes, Smokey, I call your book stupid. So this episode, I'm going to try to go really slow and explain to Smokey Saint exactly why I think his book is stupid. And I think Genesis chapter 10 is a perfect chapter to do so. First, gotta send that shout out to my patrons. You guys are the shit. Without your support, this channel wouldn't be bringing me any help at all. Your support means everything. And I'm going to be rolling out a new vlog series just for Patreon so you can get to know me better. Alright, so Smokey doesn't like me talking about his book.
You don't get to come in here and tell me how you interpret my book, which you also call stupid.
So like I said, I'm going to take it really slow. We're going to go through chapter 10, and I'm going to explain to Smokey Saint exactly why I find his book stupid. So this is going to be The Bible is Stupid, Genesis chapter 10, the Smokey Saint edition. This is the account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons, who themselves had sons after the flood. The Japhethites, the sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Taras. The sons of Gomer, Ashenaz, Rephath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittites, and the Rodanites. From these the maritime people spread out into their territories by their clans within their nations, each with its own language. Alright, so the stupid just really starts really quickly. Alright, so now this flood has wiped out everybody. This flood has wiped out everyone, right? Nobody's left alive on earth except for Noah and his sons. And these people are going to, spread out all across the nations. So essentially, these sons are going to have to be having baby after baby after baby. They're going to really have to put the quiverful to shame. They're going to have to be pumping out 100, 200 kids apiece so they can create these nations. But that's not what happens. Japheth only had 7 sons here. And it says nothing about daughters, but I am assuming that there had to be daughters so the sons could, fuck their own sisters. And then one generation later, the sons of Gomer would go on to, have cities worth of human beings. Nations worth of human beings. It says it quite clearly. From the sons of Javan, who is the son of Gomer, Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittites, and the Rodanites. And from these, the maritime people spread out into their territories by clans within their nations, each with its own language. So, that's why this Bible is stupid, because it doesn't make any sense. You're telling me within 3 or 4 generations after Noah, there were whole nations of people. And it's really not even that much time. It's really from one generation to the next, all of these nations of people seem to appear. The Hamites, the sons of Ham, Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, and Sabtika. The sons of Rama, Sheba, and Dedan. Yeah, the Bible has a lot of these chapters that are just like lineages, and they're really, really boring, and the pronunciation of the words are really, really hard, and I'm sure I'm just butchering all of these names, but who gives a fuck? It's just another thing that makes the Bible really stupid, Smokey. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who became a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The first sinners of his kingdom were Babylon, Uruk, Akkad, and Calneh. Shinar. From that land he went to Assyria, where he built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Ir, Calah, and Rezin, which is between Nineveh and Calah, which is the great city. Egypt was the father of the Ludites, Anamites, Lehabites, Nephidites, Pathrusites, Chalsuhites, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorites. Man, these names are brutal, yo. But here we see it again. From one generation to the next, whole nations are born. Like this dude Egypt here, man, this dude had the sperm of sperm. This dude was having nations of children. The Ludites, the Anima. I'm not gonna say all these names again, but you get my drift, Smokey. Like, this is why I say this book is not historical. This is why I say this book is stupid. And this is why I have fun with this stupid book. Canaan was the father of Sidon his firstborn, and of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Archites, Sinites, Arvatides, Simerites, and Hamathites. Later, the Canaanite clans scattered, and the borders of Canaan reached from Sidon toward Gerar as far as Gaza, and then toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by their clans and languages, and their territories and nations. And here, like, it didn't even take as long. Like, Ham had some good sperm too, or at least Canaan did, because, you know, Canaan, that very next generation after Noah, is producing nations. The Semites. Sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem, Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah the father of Eber. You know, like, Jesus was translated from Yeshua, so like Jesus is easier for us, I guess. Why don't they do that with the rest of this fucking Bible? Like, these names are fucking brutal, and I'm tired of it. It's why the Bible is stupid.
You don't get to come in here and tell me how you interpret my book, which you also call stupid.
2 sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg, because in his time the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Shelef, Hizarmaveth, Jerah, Hedoram, Uzal, Diklah, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. And these were the sons of Joktan. Alright, so Joktan was clearly the founding member of the Quiverful movement. I mean, that's 13 sons, yo. Plus, they had to have daughters so those sons can marry them, right? But that's still like not enough. I mean, that's not enough to populate a town, a village, or anything really. I mean, you might occupy a house or 2 or 4. The region where they lived stretched from Misha towards Sephar in the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem by their clans and languages, in their territories and nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons, according to their lines of descent within their nations. From these the nations spread out over the earth after the flood. And it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, a literal interpretation of this Bible makes no sense whatsoever. So Christians going around saying that this is some kind of historical book, that this book is historical in nature, are just full of shit, and they know it. There's no way you can believe this. There's no way you can think that within just a few 4 or 5 generations, this one family populated the entire earth. In final reflection at looking at this flood story, I have to imagine that this was just some local flood that killed off a lot of the original Israelites. And that's where this legend comes from. Or they stole this legend from another culture, which has been, fairly documented, I think. It's a really dumb part or way to start this holy book, this supposed infallible word of God. And thankfully, we're finally done with this dumb-ass flood story. And Smokey, this is why I find the book to be stupid. And this is why you have to come up with apologetics to explain away all this bullshit. Because you understand that it's stupid.
You don't get to come in here and tell me how you interpret my book, which you also call stupid.
As always, I'm your boy Nakasuchi, this is The Rage, and if you like these videos, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share me on your social media, comment in the comments section below. Your interactions with this channel is the only thing that's going to help us grow now that the channel's demonetized. As always, I'll see you soon.